G'day everyone, Ali here and thanks for stopping by today. Well, today I'm just going to make another baby card just with a little bit of a different theme than what I have done in the past. So I've got these elephant dies and there's a mama elephant and a baby elephant. So I'm going to cut that out of some pink cardstock and I'm thinking this cardstock here I'm going to cut it out of. And then I have also got a welcome baby die and this is really fine and I'm going to cut it out of some black cardstock here. Now with these dies, the baby elephant and the mummy elephant, the ears actually cut out, so I'm going to cut out the ears out of this colored paper here. I think it will be a really nice contrast to these two, so the ears will actually pop off. So I'll just go and cut out all my dies first and I'll be right back. Now I've also got this Hero Arts baby stamp here and this is called Little One and I'll link these products that I'm using over on my website there. So now I'm going to use the girl, so there's a baby girl just here, but I don't want baby, I want girl. And I thought I might actually use a couple of these as well. So I want baby, the girl underneath and then the swirl just under the welcome. So I'm going to stamp that out on some pink cardstock. I've got my VersaFine ink here and I'm also going to use the clear embossing powder. So I just want the girl on here. And I'm just going to pop that on my block and all I'm going to do is just with a piece of post-it note just cover up the baby part, so just like that. And then what I can do is just with my ink just go over just like that, so I can just discard that piece. As you can see, girl is the only one there, so I'll just heat set that just like that. And then I'm going to get one of these squiggly lines and I think I might just get this one here and I'm just going to just put it down because I want this then to go, so it'll be welcome baby girl. So I'll just stamp that out just like that. And then just once again heat set that. Now obviously I'm just doing my sentiment first because that's going to be my focal point. Pop that away. Now then with this I do want this just to go over the top there. So I'm just going to use my two-way glue because this is really fine. Just dot all this. So just being really careful because it's fine, I don't want it to drag, that's why I'm sort of doing a pouncing motion. And then just pop that down like that. So I'm just going to get my block, just pop that down and let that dry. So that will be really good. Now on to my little elephants. Now I think what I might do is pop them on some pink cardstock. Yeah, let me see if it's going to pop off. Probably need a darker pink. Okay, so I'm going to colour this piece, but before I do, I just want to make sure, because I want this to be a bit of a focal image, focal point for my card. So that's good. Now I'm just going, and this is really good if you want a particular card colour as well. Now because this is distressed ink as well, I think what I might do is give it a bit of a distressed look. So I'm just using my distress sprayer. Now you can already see that it is reacting with the water. So I'm just, because I don't want to take too much off. So that's it there. My little elephants can sit on there, which is great. Just going to dry that off. Okay, now I think I might just cut this to size now. Cool. Just like that. So first of all, I'll glue my little elephants down. Just like so. Okay, now I do have the ears here, and what I want to do is I want to shape them a bit. Okay. So I've got these little ears here that will go in the elephant, but I want to just give them a little bit of dimension. So this here is a baking tool, and not that I use a baking tool, but anyway, I think it's for cake fondant. I don't know, but it's a baking tool. So, but it's really good because it actually breaks the fibers down, and you can create the paper to bend, so giving it some dimension. Now with these I am only going to put just a drop of glue just up the top. So I've just got some PVA glue in here, and I'm just going to just stick just on the top here. I do want that just to pop up a bit. I'll do the same just on the baby one. And it gives like a little bit of dimension as well. So that's that. I'm going to cut that down just a little bit more actually. And just a little bit off there. Now, I'm going to give Mama a little bit of a black dot for the eye. Just like that. So what I'll do is I'll just pop that aside and that can dry. So that's all dry there. This is going to be like a bit of a banner here. Now what I want to do is do the layering of my card. So we'll pop some base down once again. I am just going to eyeball it. And I've got various coloured paper here. Now I do have this KaiserCraft paper here, and all the supplies that I will be using will be listed over on my website, so don't forget to check that out. My website link will be down below as well. So once again, just eyeballing this, and then I'll go and cut this out. I'm just going to cut along here. Perfect. Now I want this to pop off my mounted back card here, so as you can see it's pretty blends in. So a good trick here is just to get some distress ink or any sort of ink, and this here is a blending tool that just goes on the end of your finger. And I just go around the edge of the cardstock, and this is a really good way of defining the edge of the paper. So just like that. And it just pops off that little bit more off the page there. So that one there is done. Now I'm thinking that, okay, I'm going to cut this to size now, and it's going to go across the front of the card. So I'm just going to go and guillotine this, so I'll be right back. So just like that there, and I can cut the ends off soon. So now I'm going to mount it, I think, as well on some pink cardstock, just to make that pop. So once again, I'll just go around the edge with my sponge dauber here in the picked raspberry. Just going to pop some tape on the back here. Now I am just going to do a wider tape. So this is really good tape. I buy this at Spotlight. It's not too bad. It's their own brand, and it's quite reasonably priced as well. So yeah, so just putting the one piece of tape on, and then I can actually mount it on the darker pink cardstock. I'll just go guillotine this as well, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's done there. Let's have a look. Just going to just stick this down using some double-sided tape again. And making cards like this can be nice and easy and really give a great effect. Just use my handy dandy ceramic tool. I do love this. So it's got heaps of uses apart from using it for ceramics. Okay, once again, so I've got two free corners, so I do love using this technique. And then once I've found the corners, then I can pop them down And as you can see, I've got a nice even border, which is great. Okay, so that's done. That's going to go on the front of my card there. That's great. Now I will just go and I'm going to have that popping off, but before I do, now I do have some of this paper. This is a KaiserCraft paper and it's from the Peekaboo collection. So I'm going to use this little part just here. Yeah, I think so. So I'll just cut this little part out. So I'll just go and guillotine that. Now I did have a change of heart and I thought that I would just have the plain Peekaboo paper instead of the little image of the baby. So just a change of heart when I was at the guillotine. Okay, so that's just about dry, so let's just go round. Right. I'm also just going to go around this. I'm just going to cut this down, but before I do want to just mount it. Now I am just releasing one end of the tape here because when I put it down I can actually even the border part out, so I know that the border is going to be nice and even all the way around. So I'm just going to go around the outside with the picked raspberry as well and the sponge just to finish off that page. I'll actually mount it now onto the pink coloured paper underneath. Now I do have some foam squares here and I am just going to mount my little elephants up on some foam squares, and this will actually give it some really good dimension. Just going to mount that onto some cardstock, and that's my card finished for today. I do hope that you have enjoyed this and that you have found some inspiration in my card today. If you have, please give me your thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell for up and coming videos. And until next time everybody, happy crafting. See ya!